Welcome everyone to Get the Universe Working For You final video. Now this video has life-changing information in it because it's about your beliefs and how they create your situations. So stay tuned because you're going to start to unravel what your beliefs are and learn how they are creating your current life. It's what I spend my life unraveling with people is their beliefs. Now, I'd just like to preface this video with some updates on what's going around on the planet, how things are navigating on this planet. Now, this is what I've witnessed, and I don't know about you, but I've seen it seems to be ramping up. But when I see someone or interact with them, not even necessarily people that are on the workshops, but those two, that the energies inside everybody seem to be, and if it's negative or they're held on to, there's been stuff in their energy field stored from years ago, is bubbling up, and it's showing up in either pain or stress or anxiety or health issues or financial issues. And it was only just this morning that I went to a supplier and they had everything going wrong. They had all these health issues, and I just said, well, you might want to look back into, there's someone back 20 years ago, look at that. And they said, yes, definitely they resonated with going back, someone's super negative, and that negativity has stayed in their energy field. At the Perth workshop, it was the same kind of theme. I had another woman on the table where she had a huge stress that occurred in her life, and she had chronic pain on the side of her neck and ear and all this kind of anxiety. And once we found out what it was and released it, it disappeared. Then there was, and as I did a video the other day, you saw it, and that was with a woman she was on painkillers every single day. Again, a negative energy from the past. So I just want to give you some updates on, it just seems to be the things that I'm reading in other groups or our group or people I see or workshops, that the stuff inside you is bubbling up. Okay, and it needs to come out. So why is it bubbling up? Because the energy of this planet is being elevated. We're going through this ascension process. We're shifting. We need to become spiritually aligned, and that means the insides of negativity need to come out if we are to create a better planet, a more humane planet, a kinder planet. We need to clean our energy field out. And if you're not on that path, you may find things getting a bit more difficult. All right, so just thought I'd preface with that to just give you some heads up on why you might feeling like you're having a block. Now, I can also help you with your blocks by merely looking at what your beliefs are. So your beliefs, hello everybody, thanks for joining me. Your beliefs are running the show. Your beliefs are creating your life. I can tell you exactly what your beliefs are by you just telling me what sort of life you have. Describe your life to me. What is it? Great relationships or bad ones? Is it financially free or restricted? Is it, good family relationships or bad? I mean, I'm talking about the people you interact with. How's your health? How's your body? Well, you describe that, and I will tell you what you believe. It's as simple as that. And when you work out what you believe, then you need to know what you believe. You need to change it if it's not a positive belief, because negative beliefs become your truth. They don't get created in adulthood. They are created in childhood. 99.9% of the time, they are created when you're a child. Because you're a child, you come in with a clean slate, you have no filter, Whatever you observe becomes you. All right, so let's take a look at finances. If you were in the struggle, and then if your parents said things like, oh, we can't afford that, and you watched your parents struggle, and then you felt guilty about existing because they had to put, food on the table and pay for you to go to school. It causes you to feel guilty about existing. It causes you to have low self-worth. It also puts stress on finances, and therefore your financial situation will always be stressed until you change that. I'm not saying it's changeable. Promise, it's changeable, but you need to work on what you're saying, because you'll be saying everything that you learnt in childhood. You'll be saying, you might even say, oh no, I don't want to be wealthy because wealthy people are mean people. You might go, I don't want to be wealthy because then I'll seem like I'm greedy and I'm not very spiritual. There's different types of beliefs, and you have to pull it apart, because you'll see a sabotage that's set up. It's not even like they just pop up, your sabotages. They'll set up and the universe will respond to you. Yes, Tracy, you need to change the beliefs, and you need to know what you do believe. The other thing about beliefs are that people will judge others with their beliefs. They will put their set of beliefs on somebody else, and you need to be very mindful of that, because if you're putting your beliefs on someone else by saying they shouldn't do this, or that's not very nice, or if I was that person, or if I was a mother, I would never do that to my children. If you go on like that, you're not analyzing your beliefs, and you are not getting outside the box and looking downward, and it tells me you're stuck in your beliefs. Because you don't understand why people are so crazy on this planet. You don't understand why you do what you do. And once you understand why you do what you do, you'll be able to understand somebody else. All right, you have a belief about relationships. You have a belief about your self-worth. If you tell me you describe your relationships, you describe the people around you, that will tell me what you believe about relationships or what you believe about your self-worth. Thank you. Yeah, happy Wednesday to you too, Lisa. All right, beliefs. They are the universe will respond to your beliefs. And do you ever ask yourself, what do you believe? Do you ever say to yourself, oh, I'm thinking this. I believe that. I believe that women can't be successful. I believe that I'm not worthy to have respect back. I believe whatever. You need to pick apart your life to look at what these beliefs are, because if you don't, you will continue on the cycle. You will continue creating the same thing that you did 10 years ago. However, I think that these beliefs are showing up clearer and clearer for you today. They're showing up right in your face. Your beliefs that need to change. The universe is trying to help you change by just looking around you, and then you can see what your friends are going through, or you might see anxiety or stress in your body. Have a look at that and see what you can pull apart. What is that showing? But you'll need to go back like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and also back to your childhood, and start looking at what you believed. In fact, I'll tell you an interesting experience I had just before I went to Perth. I was in my class, my PUM class, and I know the instructor pretty well. And I was thinking, and I was in the class yawning. So when I yawn, I'm like, well, what's going on here? I already got rid of the siphoning I've shut down the portals. I've got energy. It's not a siphoning. Why am I yawning? And then I reflected, and then I looked around me, and I've been hearing bipolar coming up a lot. Bipolar in other people, bipolar in people that the instructor mentioned somebody, bipolar everywhere. And when I realized bipolar occurs because people are stressed, they've been almost tortured in a way. They've gone through life and it's splintered and fractured their soul, and then they go through these periods of it's a high and then a low, And I've seen that happen in forensic healing. People get these amazing highs and they think that they're like on cloud nine, and then they go for a big dive because they're clearing out stuff and they haven't got that balance yet, and as part of kind of the healing process. Now, I did that when I was in my 20s. I used to feel this high if I found, it was normally when I was dating someone, I go, oh my God, I'm so in love. And then I just go smash and go down. What I realized I was releasing from my body, and the planet's like that. The planet's bipolar because it's so traumatized. I was releasing a bipolar energy out of me from my past. And that, it brought this balance and just this balance to my energy. And when I went to Perth, I experienced the most balanced classes, and the essentials was just exquisite to all those beautiful ladies that did 7-Day Live and essentials. It was like I had gone to a different dimension because I released out of my energy that my past. So I highly recommend, you need to just go look at what's not working today. Say, hey, it's my relationships aren't working, or my finances, or my health, and analyze what's not working, and then just keep going back and look back into your history, look back into childhood, and you'll see some residue stuff that needs to get out of your energy field. Now, it's not just enough to just say an affirmation. What you need to do is action. And action will be like, okay, you might go, God, I'm getting bad relationships, I'm not getting respect. Well, an action will be no longer allow people to disrespect. Either say, listen, I have to set boundaries with you because I don't feel good the way you're treating me. Either say something or leave, do something different. You need to back up your change in what you're saying with an action. Yeah. Well, belief systems, they call them bullshit, BS. Well, a BS system, I guess. It's all just bullshit because that's how you're programmed. And the consciousness programs you. I'll tell you what a program is for women. There's a program that women's job is to serve others, to put men first, to stay at home and do all the duties at home, to receive less pay, to be more like a second-class citizen, to not speak up, and to put up with. There is a general belief system that women are a second-class citizen, along with other minority groups, or women aren't a minority group, but there are groups such as, gays or Jews or anybody that's not considered normal, or, well, women are considered normal. However, they've been given this a consciousness that they're not equal to men. And I didn't even know that. I believed that. I was so entrenched in my belief that things were just normal, and that I allowed people to treat me badly and men to treat me badly. I had no idea my belief system was that, first of all, I had low self-worth and that's what I deserved, until someone started to say, hey, you know what? I don't like the way they're treating you. And then it wasn't until I was married for a lot of years that I started to look and see that there's this inequality. And you need to wake up. You need to take a step back. And the way to look at your beliefs is to get into some silence, move yourself out of a situation and feel, and see what is you feeling uncomfortable? Are you feeling anxiety? Are you feeling stressed? Or whatever you're feeling, fear of the future, go into the fear and then see where is it traced back to. Okay, and then what I do, okay, so I'll tell you what I do. I tell you how I got my self-worth, because I had no self-worth. I let people walk all over me. I used to go to school giving away stuff just to be liked. So I understand, I understand low self-worth really well. I mean, I wanted to die. I hated myself. That's how I grew up. So I understand that transition that you need to make. I understand the efforts and that you have to put in to retrieve your self-worth. What I would do is, when I would see someone disrespect me, especially my ex, I would say, this is after I'd created Forensic Healing, of course, because Forensic Healing actually was the thing that catapulted me and advanced my life, because I started to go, what's in my energy field? And I would go, oh, because we have a pattern of, we give affirmations, and the affirmation needs to be the opposite to what either your negative life pattern is or your belief system comes up, or an emotion that comes up. And I would say, well, you're not respecting me, you're disrespectful, so you're reminding me to respect and love myself when they were disrespectful. So I would be saying every time they're negative or treating me badly, I'd say, thank you for reminding me to love and respect myself. That's what you're teaching me. Thank you very much. I was kind of like, thanks very much, kind of, grit. I was just under my breath kind of thing. But the hurt that I would feel, I would turn it into like trying to bring back some self-worth. And I go, you're reminding me to love myself and respect myself. And I would do it over and over and over so many times, because I would notice that what I was attracting wasn't, I'd notice it a lot. So I would say it a lot. And then after a while, after a couple of years, I'm loving myself crazy, because I'd said it so, because I noticed. And then I would make changes, and I go, well, if I'm loving myself, I don't think I'll hang out with you. Or I started to do a different dance and started to be much more independent. Anyway, that is what changed my self-worth. And when you change your self-worth, you actually change your relationships, you change your finances. When you have good self-worth, then that's all in flow. Your health and your finances, your finances and your relationships are good, which then when that's all good, your health becomes balanced, because it's only stress that puts your health in jeopardy. All right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Another thing, this is how I see this. There was a student in a class, and she said this. She said, I don't worry about finances because they always work out. And then we traced back to her childhood, and she said her father would say, don't worry about money, it'll work out. And she says, that's exactly what happens to me. It always works out. I don't worry about them. There is a belief, and there is the belief in childhood, and she replicated exactly that same energy, the same situation, that it always works out, because she's programmed in childhood to believe that. That's the beautiful thing about life. You can change it to something amazing by merely changing your beliefs. And that's what often healing is about. If someone believes it enough, they can just heal. You can just have a lot of belief and faith in someone or something, and it things change because you just trust. Well, time to trust the universe and believe the universe exists and the universe has your back. And just to give you a little boost, you think of all the amazing times that the universe has your back, that the universe supported you and provided, and write them on a page and put that up on your wall and say to yourself, the universe loves me and I love it back, and I'm loving myself. And you do that love, the universe can't help but want to give to you. I mean, you met people that are adorable and lovable. Don't you just want to give to them, and they're grateful and they're appreciative? Well, the universe just is exactly the same. So love yourself crazy. If you love yourself crazy, you'll get all the love back. Believe in yourself and start shifting and changing these beliefs. Well, a nice and short and sweet little Get the Universe Working For You webinar on your beliefs creating your situation. This is the last video for this series, and thank you for watching and supporting me. If you are wanting to progress the journey, I welcome you to come to our website at Forensic Healing. I welcome you to come to Get the Universe Working For You workshops live in a city. I think I'm in Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth. Yeah, like every city. It's a 2-day on a weekend. And it's going to transform your life, because you're going to see how the universe speaks to you and how you speak to the universe. It's a language. And once you know the secret of and the methods of how to do this communication, you're able to open up, open up this amazing world of energy. And the reason why I know this really well, because I'm always analyzing why someone created something when I'm doing a healing. Why did they create that situation? What was their beliefs? What was the scenario? And it doesn't become rocket science anymore. It becomes super easy to see that's all a vibrational match. You had Mary, did you have an aha moment? That is so great. Yes, you're welcome, Sylvia. Now, Sylvia, bless you, Sylvia, you do have the universe working for you because you're so full of joy and love and gratitude. And that is a big, karma is also part of why the universe works for people. Good karma to yourself and good karma to others. And bless you. You'll only get more. You'll give exactly what you give out, lovely. And thank you again. So I hope to see you soon, anytime, maybe in our Facebook group or at a workshop or who knows, down the track. So let's finish up with a breathing in gratitude. Breathe, take a nice deep breath of everything that you're grateful for. The grass, the beautiful sun, or the clouds, or the rain, and the trees, and the knowledge that you have the power within you. And breathe out love for the universe, love for the animals, love for the planet, love for yourself, and love for others. And as you breathe in gratitude and breathe out love, every breath heals you and heals the planet. And someone else will breathe in that air and breathe in your love. And you will change the world one breath at a time. You will heal the world one breath at a time. Thank you. Sending you blessings and love always.